Hi, uh, my name is Andre. Welcome to my studio. Today I'll be painting with Nikko's gouache, the same type of paint used by artists in Japan in the Ghibli studio, creating manga and anime. I always want to have them and see how they work for me, for my type of exercise and paintings. I'll be using regular suspects, ink, different type of tools I'm using with the ink. So I will treat the gouache a little bit different than artists in Japan. I will see if I can make them work for me as a watercolor. And we'll see what happens if I'm successful with this endeavor. So see you in the painting board. Okay, sketch is done of wildflowers. And here's my acrylic ink. It's waterproof. That's what I'll be using for the first inking. And there's my dipping pens with different nibs. I'll show you what the different. And here's the glass dipping pen. Reason I'm not using glass dipping pen with acrylic ink because I guess it's thick and dry very fast, and regular old-fashioned dipping pen inks are working better, so that's why I'm using first. Later on I will using this particle is like a index thumb nib, and just kind of look like a hand with sticking finger, but very nice thin line, and the acrylic inks work perfect with this, even on a rough surface, which I'm using right now. It's a watercolor paper with rough surface, and here's a Japanese nib. Very thin lines. I see it. I don't follow the my sketch line, and later on will disappear when I'm putting the gouache over the paint, or surface rather. And here we have a main event, poster color Nikko by Nikko. It's a gouache, very opaque. I'll be treating this as like a watercolor. I had to add up a little bit more water because it's very, very thick and very almost like a milky. So I had to water it down, and I realized I didn't water surface, so now I had to kind of like scramble and fix my mistakes, but it's okay. It's we don't want to have like a super wash, and that was semi-abstract. So now we're gonna put the little, as you see it, it's very, very opaque. I mean, it's not like straight from the jar, but I had to water it down, but it's very nice, very intense in color compared to regular gouache or watercolor, so I love it. No wonder the Japanese artists are using this type of gouache. A little bit different than European or American, but I kind of like it, you know. If you have a chance, you should try it. I was wondering if I would be able to lift the paint, but it's dry right now, and I just pick up paint very, very nice. I mean, I can lift the paint, no problem whatsoever. So it's a very great paint. Now even very thin. It's a little bit opaque, but it just beautifully. It's a beautiful paint, and I love it. I think I will be doing more paintings with those type of paint or gouache. So basically, you can use this as like a watercolor, very, very transparent to a certain point, and use opacity if you need to put something over, and just mix very, very well. And now, like normally, I love inking, and this time I'm using fountain pen with a red ink in it. It's a medium tip, and decided on the flowers I maybe need to go with blue ink rather than red one. It looks, the contrast make better. And so as you see it, I just kind of a little doodling the lines. And since I'm using right now water-based ink, I will try my glass dip pen and see how that works on this new type of gouache, and let's see. And just going great. I mean, it's like normally a regular suspect is feeding a lot of ink on it, and I have to remind you that I'm working on a rough surface, so that's why it just doesn't go as smooth as it will be on a hot press paper. But so far so good. I mean, no problem. I can do the thick line and thin lines, and so far working great on this surface. And as you see in the close-ups. Well, let's see how the blue pumpkin nib will work. Some people call the Steno nib. It will grow great. This is designed for calligraphy, but it's very flexible thin. But I use this for like super thin line, and I love it. And it just go great on this paper surface. Imperial nib works great too. So I mean, all those fine lines with the metal nibs were great. I decided to go with a thicker line. I mean, super thick. This is my medium tip with fountain pen, and thicker line. Let's see with the liners and how the liners works. It's a water base ink, and then we'll see how they go. And I just purposely make those little uneven lines, make a little like a impression of the movement of the stems, and then just kind of little sharp edges of the stem. Okay, and final touches with a white to add up some little emotions to the painting. And I hope you like this presentation. I think I succeed, and I love the paint. The lines take a tin and different type of brushes and tools work great. So now it's a close-up, you can see it, like it's a lot going on there, but just like on a regular field, and when you go and see the flowers, the same thing is going on. And from the distance, it's just all those things disappear. You just see the flower itself. So, hope you like this, and see you next time.